Hello everyone! To help you set up your equipment to use the XPIC properly, considering it's a very new and different concept, we just finished preparing the right ready-to-use effects for electromagnetic techniques on the most famous and popular guitar plugin in the world, the Guitar Rig 6. Even if you don't own this tool, we've taken photos of each effect, and with the demo version of the Guitar Rig, although it doesn't offer the ability to import or save, you will be able to recreate and try them out anyway. Moreover, you can also use these photos as a guide for setting up your personal effect. As usual, when it comes to plugins, if you have an obsolete sound card, we recommend installing the ASIO for all drivers and setting them as audio capture on the Guitar Rig 6 to completely eliminate latency. So, fully turn up the volume and tones on your guitar and use mostly the bridge pickup, because the high frequencies are always the one most susceptible to modulation by the XPIC magnetic fields. To use the Guitar Rig 6, you will need to connect the guitar to a mixer or sound card or any type of audio capture device. Here, you will need to set the input volume of this device to no more than 5 or 10% of the total volume. You may need to turn this volume up, but we will see that in a bit. Furthermore, you will need to make sure that there are no other independent gain or compressor style effects active on this device. One may think that in this way the dynamics are lost a bit, but in reality that is not the case, because the magnetic fields of the XPIC will occupy the rest of the bandwidth and you will have a full-bodied sound. Open Guitar Rig 6 and set the volume to 0 dB. Activate the gate key and set it about -70 dB. Set the output to -16 dB. Activate the limit key. Extract the downloaded files when we run. If you don't have it, the download link is in description. Install it, then go back to downloaded files, press the right mouse button and then extract here. It will create a folder with the extracted files. Now go back to the Guitar Rig and click on the 3 vertical dots next to the Guitar Rig 6 logo. Go to File and Import. Select the folder you just extracted and click on the first effect. You will need to do this individually for each effect. That's all, we're done. And to verify that everything is fine, load the first effect and check if the noise reduction has a full volume, doesn't dance, and no background noise is heard. If you still hear noise, you need to lower the volume of the audio capture device further. If you don't hear anything, you can turn up the volume on your audio capture device down just below the noise threshold, in this way. All effects can be customized to your taste, and at the end of each effect chain, we've added an extra volume, and if you want more dynamics, you can turn up that volume or the gain. Now that you have correctly set up everything, select the desired effect and watch the tutorial dedicated to that particular effect on the XPIC channel to understand its mechanics. There is where and how to play. These effects created with Guitar Rig 6 concern the first and the third tutorial playlists on the XPIC channel, namely the electromagnetic techniques. Because we created the Guitar Rig 6 effects ourselves, we know for a fact that they will work. For all the other pedals, pedalboards or plugins that exist in the world instead, since we will never have the opportunity to try them all, we can help you with the logic, and the solution should be the following. The important intervention to keep in mind are points 1 and 2 of the list. There is, turn up the volume of the guitar to the maximum, use mostly the bridge pickup, and insert a volume at the first place of the effect chain, setting it to 5 or 10%, because the magnetism of the XPIC occupies most of the audio acquisition bandwidth. Once this is done, in the photos and in each tutorial, there is the right effect chain to use for each specific effect. If you can recreate the effects for the XPIC also on other types of plugins or pedalboards or whatever, send them to us and we'll be happy to pass them on to all other supporters with your name and even do some advertise for you. If, on other hand, you manage to create a completely new technique with the Xpic, we will make a video dedicated to you as an inventor directly on our channel. We will provide the download link of these effects directly to the email with which you supported the Xpic project. And if by chance it has not arrived, you can make a request directly to us on the email we leave in the description. And if you want to stay updated, subscribe to the channel and pick the like. And thanks so much for watching and for your support, the Xpic staff.